And now our player of the game.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Bruce Brown is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Adebayo is out there with Nene. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Marion in at the 2 guard. So, Toronto wins the tip. Barnes outside for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence. It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Nene. It's hauled in by Brown. There's the drive. Offensive rebound. Quickly with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Out left to the wing. Adebayo kicks to Marion. The three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Marion's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Quickly the pass to Purtle. Toronto working the ball around now. To the middle. Here's Barnes. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Nene. And Pirtle sends it back.
Something Jakob does so well. He's terrific at positioning himself to come up with these blocks.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Brown outside. Quickly against Gilgeous-Alexander. Quickly the pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good from Quickly.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Nene. And here's Adebayo outside. Another shot. And there's the play by Nene inside.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Here's Brown. Quickly looking it over. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Barrett for 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Nice looking shot there from Barrett. You can tell he's confident when he's shooting the ball.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Making a change here. Dick's checked in.
Substitution on the field.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Pirtle. Now Brown. Ainge covering. Dick with it. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Quickly's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Dick in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. The shot comes out. Butler with the ball. And here's Love from the arc. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Crosses over. And Santos pulls it down. Left side, Love. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. 2 points. That one goes.
Nice bucket. Jakob with good size, and he knows how to use it.
.102 left to play here in the first. Here's Santos. That one's off, still out of sync. Raptors leading by 9. Brown outside. Dick wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now Rivers. No scoring in this one. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. A new group in now for the Raptors. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Quickly. And here's Barrett.
Home team foul. Santos. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Dick passes to Mitchell. Inside. And Barrett slams it in.
I like their focus.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. At the 2 and 3, it's Brown and Barrett. Barnes and Poeltl down low at the 4 and 5. And it's Quickly in at the point guard position. They've got Thompson. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. Barrett against Thompson. Outside Barnes. Back to Barrett. Kicks it to Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Barrett. And the layup is good off the glass.
Now, I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish.
And a shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Barrett from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Barrett's got 5.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty, R.J. Barrett, knocks it down.
Adebayo, that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Now here's Quickly. Pass to Poeltl. Back to Quickly. Launches it. Adebayo grabs the board. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
First team foul.
And so here is Toronto. The three from quickly. Santos pulls it in. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Adebayo slams it in.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
And here's quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Now here's Pirtle. Not a lot of room. Barrett up top. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Poke loose. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Dick, he's checked in for Toronto.
Substitution for the away team. Number 1, Grady Dick.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Marion. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Toronto trails by 5. Brown passes to quickly.
Home team foul. Sean Marion. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your home team.
Here's Dick. On the wing quickly. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
"18 feet out. Nene can't get it to go. Quickly outside. Outside, Brown. Dick, the pass to Pirtle. Brown with it. Back to Dick. Inside. Clock at 4. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for the away team. Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Abaji's checked in for Toronto. Mitchell comes in for Quickly. He's off on the second. Here's the break. And the three-pointer goes.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 12 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Barrett. Olynyk with a screen on Thompson. The 3, Barrett. Nene grabs the board. Here's Knight. To the left wing. Thompson outside. The 3 ball. Knight can't hit. Toronto trails by 5. It's stolen by Love. Here's Knight, guarded by Barrett. No good on the 3. And Barnes the bucket on the assist by Barrett.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Here's Knight. Rebound Toronto. Dick with it. Yet to see a basket. Barnes finds Barrett.
Number 25, Chris Boucher.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Love. And he lays it up and in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The shot no good. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Thunder, they're up by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Now, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here's Ainge. So for the Raptors right now, we've got Mitchell, R.J. Barrett out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Dick in at the 2. Toronto trails by 5. To the paint. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Boucher outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barrett. Tipped. And here's the fast break. Down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to review the game plan. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Barrett. Back to Dick. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And they're running. Marion with the bucket. Marion's got 5 points.
Really good, ferocious defense from Gilgeous-Alexander to knock it loose.
Now here's Barrett. He's covered closely. And here's Olynyk. From 11 feet away, Nene grabs the board. Here's Marion, guarded by Barrett. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Oden. Here's Marion. The three is up. And they'll get another chance. Oden, good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And they're on the run. Here's Knight. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Teams will make substitutions. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Quickly passes to Temple. Down low. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Thompson. Rebound, Toronto. Pass to Adebayo. Here's the three. That shot, no good. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 11. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kyrie Irving. And during the first, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Quickly, 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the
previous play is under review.
These calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Some changes for Toronto. Barnes, he's checked in for Boucher. Barrett comes in for Abaji. And it's Brown in for Temple.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Quickly.
Really known as a microwave scorer, Quickly's fearlessness is what allows him to really get cooking.
Quickly drops them both. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for your home team, Thompson taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line.
and that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Here's Thompson. Toronto making their last shot. Launches a three. No luck on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Brown. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
We've got 1:23 left in the half. And Adebayo over to help. Back to Quickly. 5 on the clock. Picked by Poeltl to the inside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Love for 3. Nails it from 3. Love's got 5.
He just has such a nice touch for a big man. Love's three-point shooting, a huge part of why he damages defensive schemes.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Barrett. There's 45 seconds left in the second period. And the dunk by Poeltl.
RJ's movement right there did a great job of keeping the defense off balance, and he worked to create that opening.
Poeltl's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Now Irving. Let's go with a 3. Ainge can't hit. Toronto trails by 6. Here's Brown. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Sean Marion. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Marion. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. Thompson against Barrett. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Thompson. Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Barrett drops them both. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Oklahoma City Thunder. They're up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sar Thompson out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Nene in at center. Marion gets the 3 to fall. Marion's got 10.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And for the Raptors, Barnes and Poeltl down low at the 4 and 5. At the 2 and 3, it's Brown and Barrett. And it's Quickly in at the point guard position. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Brown, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Quickly with a miss. Adebayo against Poeltl. 16 feet out. Nene can't get it to go. Toronto trails by 7. Oh, they get a hand on it. Up top, Barnes. They grab their own miss. Quickly from outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He's got 5.
It's kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Substitution on the field.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Outside, Brown. Pass to Pirtle. Barrett with it. Shot clock at 5. And again, Toronto, no good. Quickly against Love. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Driving inside.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
In an instant, quickly saw the opening, didn't hesitate.
And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Here's Santos. Gets the 3 ball to go. Santos has got 8 points.
Kevin Love, great recognition as to what was happening there. Saw the floor, saw the teammate, and saw the passing opportunity.
Outside Barnes. Now quickly. He has 7. Here's Pirtle. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Ames, the pass to Oden. Uses the glass on the layup. Oden's got his second basket.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Now here's Pirtle. Quickly, outside. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. And he sinks the layup. Quickly's got 7 points here in the quarter.
All kinds of grit there on the inside from Emmanuel Quickly.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in for Barrett. Dick comes in for Brown. And Mitchell subbed in for Quickly. Adebayo from long range. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto trails by 10. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Barnes. He takes it in. Nene grabs a board. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Toronto making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in.
Number 41, Kelly Olynyk.
1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for your own team, Nene. One shot.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Over to the left wing. Mitchell, the pass to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Marion. Now Butler fires the 3. Three-pointer. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Barnes has gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. Pass to Rivers. From deep. Buries it from 3. Rivers has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Agbaji. Back to Barnes. Agbaji, the pass to Barnes. Nene grabs the board. Nene's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Butler outside. They get the rebound. On the wing, Rivers. Ball stolen. And here at the end of the 3rd, it's a double-digit ball game. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they lead by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Kevin Love out there with Thompson, and it's Rivers in at the point. Now here's Boucher. And here's Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. It's rebounded by Rivers. Thompson outside. It's stolen by Olynyk. Mitchell against Love. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Oden passes to Thompson. Fires for 3. Here's Love. Pass to Oden. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Rivers. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Mitchell misses.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Marion. Fires the 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Quickly against Gilgeous-Alexander. Quickly passes to Poeltl. And stolen by Adebayo. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. It's stolen by Poeltl. Now here's Barrett. Inside. Barnes finds Brown. Here's Barrett. And he sinks the 11-footer.
Incredible move right there from Barrett. This guy knows how to handle that rock.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Pass to Ainge. Takes the 3. Here's Nene from deep 3-point land. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Quickly, and there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter here. Nifty move. Poeltl, the pass to Quickly. Off target from 3-point range. Quickly's gone 1 of 5 on 3-point tries. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Butler, drives to the hoop. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
And so here is Toronto. Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Agbaji. Mitchell with the ball. Clock at 6. 4-3. Doesn't go that time. Mitchell's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Oden passes to Butler. Here's Oden. Here's Ainge. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And there's the drive. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
First personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for the away team, Garrett Temple.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Butler. Chalk up 2 there.
Now the combo of strength and quickness from Butler, that's going to help him on the inside.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Now here's Barnes. The 3. Drops in the 3. Barrett against Thompson. From outside the arc. Drains the triple.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.